Yo, peace, love, and law, everybody. Hope everybody's having a great night tonight. It is now 9:30 p.m. Central Time, always. So we about to get ready to get started and bring some things to you tonight. Give a few things away tonight. So for those of you on TikTok tonight, y'all got a chance to win something. Yeah, you got a chance to get in to the private administration class this Saturday. So make sure you drop your ones. Hit the share button, log in with us. Because it's about to get real tonight. As always, right? Let's go. We're also going to be talking about Constitution as a trust and how do you utilize that, especially when it comes to court venues and things like that. So just a few things that we're going to be speaking on. But as always, we appreciate each and every last one of you that always is tuned in with us and, sharing and caring as always. Always love. We're going to make sure you do what it takes to get in the particular work sessions and all the other things that is available to you from us today, right? If you choose or want to get in with us, you're definitely welcome to do so. Yeah, buddy. Alrighty, man. So, for those of you that don't know, this Saturday, we have the Private Administration Conference for Private Court Settlement. And we're going to try our best to handle things outside of court, but we're also going to show you how to make the correct equitable motions and things like that inside of court as well. And the correct thing to do when you're dealing with courts. And lawful money protection, easy to use financial strategies. Yes, we're covering mortgages. Yes, we're covering auto loan lawsuits, credit cards. We're going to cover it all. So we're going to definitely cover trust. We're definitely going to cover negotiable instruments as well, dealing with taxation with the IRS as well as the state as well when it comes to just regular taxes all day that you're involved in. So we're going to show you how to get all of that money back too as well and how to stop being taxed for your W-2s and never have to worry about paying or reporting any form of taxation on a W-2 again. So we can also make that happen for you as well. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about what we're going to talk about tonight. Because you guys got till, let's see, it's December the 7th, 10 a.m., 4 p.m. It's going to be located in Huntsville, Alabama. Well, there's no more time to sign up to join us live, but you still can afford it at the price that you see for the live stream for $200, and that still will give you the templates and replay after. All right, but if y'all do want to go sneaking by right now, you know you can. Ain't nobody gonna stop you from getting in the class. I'm just helping y'all out, so I gotta whisper a little bit. She haven't sat down and started sending out to all the people yet. So you still got a chance. But don't say I said it though. Cause y'all gonna get me in trouble. Just so y'all know I don't want to get in trouble. Okay? So everything that you see on the flyer here, make sure that you do it so you can participate into the class. Okay? So that's on y'all. Y'all got to make sure you do that, man. Hey, bro, I see you up, bro. You on here with us, man. Make sure you stay up for Warzone, man. Don't be going to sleep too early. All right, so we do got this available for you as well, but also know every Monday and Wednesday, 11 a.m. Central Time, Monday, Wednesday, 6 p.m. Central Time, we have free work sessions where we come in here, we learn together, create documents and stuff like that, and just we just apply them with the people who are in work sessions, and they come back and they give out, their testimony and results and things of that nature. So, our goal is to put in up to 100 plus hours, which we will do for sure. We're not going to end until the end of February, beginning of March time. So pretty much the end of February, the middle of February, we'll say. So yeah, we're gonna make it though. We're going to make it. So you're definitely welcome. This is free, so you can attend at this at all times, or you can catch us here on TikTok or YouTube or Twitch or Facebook. However that you're watching us right now, you can always catch us here, right, during these times as well. Okay, so let's just make sure that we put that out there for you guys to know and understand that as well. All right, so let's talk about it, though. Let's talk about the Constitution. All right, and we're gonna do a little giveaway tonight, though. But let me see who up in here with us, man. Let me see who up in here with us. I know I can do it on TikTok. So anybody in TikTok be in work session? Because I got some questions for you guys today that we're going to be able to let y'all. So anybody that's watching me from any other, if you want to come on over to TikTok to have you a chance to win tonight, then you can. So that is MNRP 619 2020. Go follow me on TikTok, MNRP 619 2020. And tonight you're going to have a chance to get in and win a free prize or so. All right. So we're going to see. So just stick around long enough, guys. And if you're not in the Private Administration Association, maybe you might have a chance to win. All right. All right. So let's talk about this Constitution. This Constitution, guys, is everybody needs to start looking at it like it's a contract. And it's a contract that the people is offering, okay, to the public servants to fully govern according to the Constitution, which also means it's a form of trust because we are the grantors of this trust. And in this trust, we made the public servants trustees to where now they are to protect all rights and interests and benefits of the people and to perform the obligations of the trust indenture, which is the Constitution, so that the people can be afforded all benefits and rights. That is the whole concept. Okay? Now, what I've had to come to realize here, man, all of this stuff starts with like, you got to know yourself. And when I say you got to know yourself, I mean, you got to know yourself from the position of like who you are. What are you? What is your, you know what I'm saying? Like, just who are you in existence? Are you just the body? You know what I'm saying? Like, are we just this physical feature? Like, what are we? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what you have to actually break it all the way down to. And then once you find yourself in that, then you need to come all the way down to the creation of this body. Okay? So that means that you have to see yourself as this conscious state of being. Because we're a conscious state of being, right? So, and at this conscious state of being, consciousness became aware of consciousness, which means you became aware of self. And the more you became aware of self, the more you became into vibration and to become into fruition on this plane in our mother's womb, right? So when we came, and remember, everything is formed out of darkness. Darkness already exists. And let there be light. Light means the word, intelligence. It goes back into the consciousness. And consciousness, or should we say that beautiful state of energy, has a constant sound, and it goes something like to the very micro macro degree that you can even think of that. And that is such a degree of what we call bringing this into how we become existence here in this particular plane. And I'm saying that because all of this comes into us, we the people, creation, um, this body, and then being in control of this body. We are sovereigns of this bodies. We are governors of this bodies. We are the trustees. You see what I'm saying? We're all of that. And then we grant energy from this body to others in forms of communication and business and trade and all of these different things, which leads us to, as people, to where we created a government. So now we got God, we got people, we got government. And this is the order. So just as God has established order for people, people establish order for the government in order to command and move the government in the way of equity, righteousness, justice, and fairness that is fully benefited and afforded to the people. See, that's what the situation that we're dealing with when it comes to this particular constitution. But see, the people have to understand and the module of this and how everything is framed into what we are doing, right? So I think that we can really make and help you guys understand a better perspective, because now you don't see yourself as someone that has to be governed. You're actually the one that's doing the governing, because you're fully at freedom. The only thing that we're asking them to help govern is our disputes that we may have one against one another that we can't solve, or any form of disputes that we may have with the government who might infringe its rights upon us. Other than that, we are always at free will and at free bay to do as you want and please. That is part of the freedom here in America. Or should I just say in the United States of America? Because not all parts of of America soil, meaning north, south, and central, is like that. But to the point of where we are, that is exactly how it is. Now, this is freedom is a good thing. It's a beautiful thing, but it's also a dangerous thing. Freedom is dangerous. So you have to stay dangerous in order to protect that freedom, in order to protect that peace, in order to protect the liberty that we all have. We don't have to seek liberty because I am liberty. You know what I'm saying? So if we understand that and operate from that perspective at all times, then we're in control. So what I'm saying, like, we write a lot of documents and enter into court stuff. I don't care what court proceedings they be, but I think that we speak from a perspective of a subject. A lot of times we speak from a perspective as if we are in a lower position, and we don't, and we waste with words that don't mean anything, words that we don't even have to use to explain or whatever, like they'd be meaningless. So we have to understand how to draw back from using meaningless words that means nothing. And understand that what we're trying to accomplish here, because once again, remember, we are the one in power. The people are always sovereign. And every time I help someone with stuff, and then the judge always asks, "What is it that you want to do?" And most of the time, people usually drop the ball right there. But I had to understand he's asking you to move the court because this is all in your power. See, we call it a lot of kangaroo and a lot of this and a lot of that, but I think most of it comes from our lack of understanding of truly understanding our power and who we are and how we're actually supposed to be in motion and in movement with all of this that's going on. Like we'll try to say, oh well, I need them to show proof of the original note and all of that. That's not how you do it. We have to move the court. Now, what is the reason of you wanting the original note? It's because it proves who holds the prima facie evidence to enforce the note according to the Uniform Commercial Code, which literally means every state has adapted that, right? Every state. So if you go look and see that all those states have that right, and that doctrine has been implanted into the legislation of your states, they're gonna tell you that the negotiable instruments has to act a certain kind of way, right? The negotiable instruments has to be in a like the holder of due course, is the only one that can enforce it. And if the holder in due course cannot show and prove that they have that, then they can't show proof that they have a cause of action to grant relief because they don't have proof. Now, what happens if a court don't make them produce that based up and listen, you can't put an affidavit in saying you want to dismiss the case because the plaintiff failed to show. No, you have to do a motion of discovery. See, and see, this makes sure that it puts the burden on the actual the plaintiff. Like, okay, so we can do a full motion of discovery here of the original note because if you don't have the original note in this particular setting, right? This case has to be dismissed based upon you not having the prima facie evidence. Now, evidence brings us into what, family? When we start talking about evidence, we start dealing with something that replies to the Fifth Amendment. Can anybody tell me what that is? Can anybody tell me what that is? Come on. As soon as we start talking about evidence, what are we dealing with? Anybody? Somebody tell me what we dealing with. I'm going to wait on y'all. Because I know. Can you tell me? Can anybody tell me? Come on, come on, come on. Somebody said the truth. Nope. Evidence. What does evidence implies? There you go. Aunt Brockett said it for us. Due process. Aunt Brockett. Due process. Mr. Aunt Brockett, you on Facebook, and I appreciate you answering. Can I ask you a question, brother? Are you in the class with us for the private administration class this Saturday? Answer that before I continue. Are you in class with us? You the first one that answered. That's what I love about being able to see this because I can actually see the time frame of everybody answered. I don't know if that's a go. Is that a yeah? A no? That's a yeah. All right, I guess I'm gonna take that as a yes. Okay. Due process. I wish I was. I just moved. Well, you in there now, bro. You in there now. You a winner for the night for the first question. Straight from Facebook. So you a winner. Send a letter to the send it to the email, and I think you know the email. So send it to the email, Aunt Brockett, and let it be known you're a winner, and you will be able to get into class Saturday. All right, so yes, this deals with due process. Now, due process is something that cannot be violated. So that means that if the judge does something without giving due process, what do you think that means? Oh man, they in trouble. So now, if you do a full motion of discovery for the original note, and then let's say that that is part of what is due process to you because that's equitable to you, because that's your right. That's what's fair. Because without that, and even implied into the statutory laws that they have adapted with the UCC, then they have to. So if they do that, listen, the only way you can make the yes, it is void from the beginning, but you have to understand, though, you still have to protect that right. So let's say that they still choose to not bring that note, and then they want to go make a foreclosure on your house. What is it that you think that you should be doing? Because, again, this is always supposed to be in rights or protected by the Constitution. So what we're asking to be protected here is our right to what? Due process of law. So that wasn't given to us in this court session. So we immediately have to go do what? What's the next thing that you would do? Anybody? We have to do what you would consider as an injunction. Now, here's the question. Where are you going to do this injunction? Where are you going to do this injunction? A court, federal. Where are you going to do the injunction? Nope, I'm not going to send it to that judge. We are going to sue and bring it as a civil claim in a different court. We can bring it in the state court, which we can bring an injunction through civil suit in a state court. And that's it. We can do it in the state court. You don't have to go to federal. We can literally take it to the state court and make them uphold the rule of evidence and due process of law. You did a motion of discovery in that particular case, and it was not shown. So what you can do is compel them to bring the original note immediately. And you can also say how the motion of discovery, et cetera, was all violated, and you were never given your equitable rights. So you are seeking an injunction and a temporary restraining order until the original note is provided. If not, then you got the right to state your form of relief. That's a fact. So that's something that you have to understand. So now that goes back to what I was saying, because the Constitution is a trust indenture. It is the duty of the actual judge to protect your rights in that. So if you need something to be provided as prima facie evidence for a particular individual to bring a claim, and you motion for a discovery of that, and it was not, let's say if it's denied, oh my God. Yeah, that he in trouble. And that is the difference of understanding the power that we have here when it comes to the Constitution, when it comes to us as the people, and when it comes to us as equity. But see, we're always afforded equity. Do you know why? Why are we the people always afforded equity in relations to the public service and the United States and the Union States? Why are we always afforded equity? Anybody answer me? I'm awaiting. Anybody answer me? Tell me right now. Come on, you got to do better than that. That's our remedy. Come on, you got to give me something better than that. Come on, guys. Why why do the people have the right to always be like, why do we have equity at all times? Let me just put it like that. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Equity means fair, righteous, and to be just. So I need you to think about what I asked you in relation to the United States and the Union States. Why are we always to be afforded equity? And it all goes back to contract. What is the contracts we're speaking on? Constitution. So now remember, they're trust indentures. We have what? Equity. We have rights. We have interests. We have benefits within the Constitution that is fully afforded to us at all times. So we need to be what? We need those obligations to be fulfilled, because all of these public servants took what? An oath, an obligation to fulfill. And if they didn't, then that means it's our duty to what? Question them based upon what delegation of authority do they have to hold the office, because they are illegally holding an office. That's why. See, everything that's supposed to be performed in that particular contract, which is the Constitution, you are afforded it in equity. So that means anytime we step into court, we can motion for equity, our rights to be protected in equity, the constitutional rights. They're all equitable to you. That means that no statutes can infringe upon them or any shape, form, or fashion, and that they have to fully protect you from any of those illegal proceedings and procedures at all times. That's why. See, I want y'all to understand this to a point, to a T, to where you understand that we're talking about the Constitution and what the Constitution is. We can't overlook that. We can't. Why they're not just taking the oath to it for no reason. And then a lot of reason why they don't. What you think when they think, but they're not honoring it. Excuse me. It's because we never enact it. You never bring it forth. You never call forth your rights. You never move the court to act in the nature that you needed to act in. We got the power to do that. If we allow a proceeding to go the way it is, it's because we allowed it to. Only we have the power to change it. Mm-hmm. And I understand it now, today, at this very moment, more than ever. Right? I guarantee you, by this time next year, we're gonna win. We're gonna save over, I'm gonna say 100, but I know it's gonna be more than that. We're gonna save over 100 people from getting their house foreclosed on, from getting sued by credit card debts and stuff like that. Like, I promise you, we going to do it. It's too simple. Because I already knew the rules. I already knew what they can and can't do. I already know the law of everything. But now it's just like, okay, we at the perfection right now. We at the perfection. We are at the for perfection right now. And it's very simple though. Like I said, because we have the power to move the whole venue however we may see fit. If you get a public defender, it's certain things that you can make the public defender do. You see what I'm saying? Like, if they give you a public defender, the best thing to do is to motion the court. You can actually, motion the court to protect all constitutional rights, and then you can also make sure everybody is operating according to it. And since they are in here, if anybody's in here practicing color of law today, they need license and they need bonds to protect them for any form of damages that they may cause in this proceeding. So now I need what? All officers of the court to show their what? Surety. So in other words, you can't be here working today without no bond. Where your bond at? It needs to be here for the record to know that we're insured if you, excuse my language, fuck up. We need to know we gonna be okay. Otherwise, you can't sit in this proceeding with us today. Mm. Yep. Otherwise, you cannot sit in this proceeding with us today. So now my focus is on this. I know I make up like a lot of different letters to send out for different things, but now I'm at the point to where I'm not sending out letters. I'm sending out complaints now. And all of these is going to be written up in complaint form, ready to be petitioned into a civil court, ready to sue your ass. Cause I'm going to show you that I already got you, and you can't rebut this. There's no running from this. Like, I'm getting to the point now to where, you know, if somebody sends a letter and threaten that they're gonna foreclose on you, okay, well, bet this a threat. I'm gonna take this as if you're gonna do a theft of property. We're gonna immediately go do a declaratory judgment, and we're gonna do a motion of discovery to see if you got that freaking note. How about that? So we're going to summon you and a note to see if you got it in order for you to keep making this claim that you're making against me. And if you can't bring that shit to court when it's time to bring it, then guess what, buddy? You're going to have to grant me restitution for all the harassment and threats and all the stuff that you done made and done. And when I say complaints, I mean claims. So y'all can look at it. We don't make complaints. We make claims. It's the same damn thing. Okay. What I mean by that we're going to court to make a claim. Pure facts. So I'm gonna let y'all drop some ones and hit the share button because I don't think y'all hear what I'm saying. So if I know that you with me and you get what I'm saying, let me know. Let me know. See, I keep telling y'all, we got to get off defense all the time. But even if we on defense, we know how to make a good play and get an interception. You know what I'm saying? But if we can stay on the offensive side, that's where we gonna run everything at. Because like I said, if you're gonna be sending me stuff, making threats to me and saying all this type of shit to me, then this is what we gotta do. Well, let's see if your claim is right. You see what I'm saying? You're harassing, you're making threats, you're threatening to steal my home. And you're saying that you have something. Well, let's go to court and find out if you do. Let's get you to bring that up. What y'all think gonna happen? Hey, what y'all think gonna happen? I think the court finna be my best friend, man. More and more and more I think about it. Dang, man, this is crazy. Like, man, it's just so much. Like, when they be talking about, yeah, all this too easy, yo. All this is too easy now. It's too easy. And that goes from traffic tickets, that goes from child support. Like, it's certain motions that we can just make and it will just crumble the whole entire setting that they trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they'll just crumble soon as you make this particular type of motion, and it's like, oh no, he got us. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh no, he got us. Yep, we got you. We got you. We got you. You already know what to do. Display confidence. They don't have the note and they are attempting to get paid illegally. They ain't gonna bring it because they ain't got it. It's securitized. Matter of fact, see, look here, man. How many of y'all got y'all Bloomberg reports? Y'all audits right now. Who in here got an audit? Or they foreclosure? who in here got a audit of their foreclosure? This is for you. Speak now or forever hold your peace. Do we need, oh, somebody said me, Renee Carter. You got one? Okay. Listen, Renee. Renee, you can go improve the chain of title. And you can also prove that your mortgage has been placed into a real estate investment trust, that note. And that's where it's at. And it's irrevocable. They cannot remove it. You can prove that. You can prove exactly where it's at. Right? And when you prove where it's at, now compel them to come to court. You see what I'm saying? All you got to do now is do your own civil claim against them, compel them to come to court, and prove, okay? Because you can sue them for misleading you. Yeah, they don't got the note. And you got proof they don't got it. Because there's a full chain of title and everything of where that note is. And it ain't with them. So if you saw that, now you got the right to sue. Now you got the right to make them come to court to prove that they are the holder in due course and the right to enforce the note. They have to show and prove that. Oh, so you're waiting for the court date? Cool. So go find the little part where the note is and then where they don't have it. And then you need to do enter it in as evidence and saying that the court needs to dismiss the case for failure to state a cause of action to grant relief by them not having the original note as prima facie evidence, and nor will they ever have it because it's in the form of trust. Now, since they're here today, you want them to prove their delegation of authority to bring their delegation of authority by bringing forth that original note, and we'll do it on a motion of discovery. Yeah, we can motion to compel them to bring it forth. So we can do that on a motion of discovery. You're going to win. Like, you're going to win easily. They're probably going to tell you we can settle out of court. But you also got to count in your labor for this. Because remember, everything is about time, energy, labor, money. Time, energy, labor is converted into money all day, every day. I mean, you can motion for the bill of particular, but as well, but again, for this particular setting, we want the motion for. Yeah, we need that. We need that. We need to see that. Well, when it comes to child support, you need to make sure that you see with child support is a different situation because now we're dealing with our due process. So now you need to make sure that we motion and move the court to compel our office of the court to show their delegation of authority, and that, you see what I'm saying, that they're going to uphold the Constitution, and that no government official has any interest in this particular Title 4D contract case and is being compensated. Because if so, that violates due process law. We got their ass. We got them. We got them. Just like that, we got them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can make it a taxable event if you want to, but I'm just telling you, everything is about the Constitution, and everything has to be protected within its right. Even when it comes to what's the name? Even when it comes to traffic tickets and stuff like that, it's all the same. you know? So if I prove it to you it is, and we done this like 100 times, then what? That's what I wonder. Then what? Then what? Yeah, you can do that because everything starts with a contractual agreement as well. So, can this be used in a medical suit? Show me where I signed for this surgery. I mean, you could just tell them that there was no contractual agreement for you to do that. So, they acted on their own form of practice. That's what's up, bro. I'm not doubting that you can do that. I know a couple of people that you can make child support pay you back, etc. I understand that too. I've dealt with child support in about 3, 4 different ways that I can name. Because I can also deal with child support by I can take control of the case number, which is also a form of intangible property. I can take it, I can convey that into the trust, and then I can enter certain things in to claim all securities and et cetera, and I can make them issue out everything wherever I want it to go. I've done that before too. But I'm just trying to help people out in a way that's so simple, just to hurry up and get them out the way. Because everybody ain't gonna understand what me and you can sit here and talk about too. For the average, ABC 1, 2, 3 person. So I don't what I don't do is doubt people at all. I agree, but that there is something more powerful than the IRS. It's we the people. We're powerful than the whole system because without you asserting that right, then what could the IRS do? Nothing. Nothing at all. So I can't give no power to nobody but us, people. We, the people, have all the power. Nobody else has it. No entity has it. Just us. And it's what we say. Because the reason why I say is what we say is because, I mean, everything goes until something infringes up on our constitutional rights. And then once it do that, then yeah, we got to change it. So even though they are our trustees, and I fully agree with you on that too. But at the end of the day, they gotta listen to what we do. And I know for a fact, yes, you sure you can make them do if you use the IRS and make certain claims. Yes, they get out your way. Even with traffic tickets, they do the same thing. I used a 1099-B on a traffic ticket one time. All of a sudden, just disappeared. Just disappeared. Quick, get gone up out of here. God, the Most High, is more powerful. Well, where does God reside, Miss Daniel? Where does God reside? Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We the people. Man, it's always beautiful to do this. And I'm always open to learn. So let me let that be known. I'm always open to learn and always open to see. Um, man, shout out to my partner that just got $150,000 from the IRS from a process that we put together. Well, just regular forms of tax filing, but understanding the filing. So shout out to my partner for that. I had somebody else hit me today. Such an amazing thing to hear. Such an amazing thing to hear. So, you know, I really want to say this too, man. Like, One, I ain't gonna sit up and tell y'all I know every damn thing because I don't. But what I know, I'm damn sure good at it. I promise. And that's me. I'm a perfectionist. I want to go to, I know it's gonna be what it's gonna be every single time, no matter what. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm like, let's do it. Let's do it. All right, my beautiful people. Here's another thing, man. Like it's a lot, man. There's so much that you can do in protecting your rights. You see what I'm saying? It's so much you can do in protecting your rights. And that's all I need to say. So, what I will tell all of you guys is this, though, for real, man. Read, man. Read. Even when you hear me talking, read. Before y'all go to jumping and hopping and, you know what I'm saying? Everywhere that you want to go, read. Read. That's all I want to say is read. I've can. I'm gonna leave it at that, man. Just read, y'all. Read, man. Please read. The same way y'all see me pull up these documents and stuff, and we get up here and we read them together. Read. You know what I'm saying? And this is something else I'm gonna say too, because I know there's a lot of people that's teaching. Y'all go out here, y'all listen. This, hey, character is everything, yo. Character, how people carry themselves. Like I was telling somebody today, like, people got all the talents and tools, but there's many people out there that do the same thing you do. What makes you different from them is going to be your character. It's going to be the lifestyle. It's going to be the branding of what you do at all time. So what are you giving us to follow in that lifestyle of what you are doing? You get what I'm saying? Yeah, we teach, people teach this and that, but like there's a lot of people on here that teach that man, they handle people rough as hell. And I'd be like, yeah. And then I'll get a text from somebody saying, hey, you should do a class with them. No, I shouldn't. Never. I don't care what they know and how good they are at it. I don't deal with sorry ass character. I don't. I can't. If you don't have any form of principles to stand on, to be a man, to be a woman, or whatever the case may be, like, I'm good on it. I don't care if you know how to go make 100 million right now. You can go by yourself. I promise you. That don't move me. So I just really want to, put that out there like that. That shit don't move me. And I say that because I try to like in this type of stuff. Cause like, all right, one of my main things that says I've been into doing this type of stuff is I wasn't finna argue with no damn body. I'm not finna debate. When I first got into this, people was just setting up debates to talk about what a more is, who a more, who ain't a more, what this look like, what that look like. And I'm like, look, bro, you can call yourself anything. What I do know is I got the right to live. And you mess with that, I'm going to show you you might not have the right to live no more. So I don't care what you call yourself after that. Who cares? What matters is character. What matters is principle. What matters is equity. What matters is you respecting the law in the interests of others. That's just what it is. So you can call yourself whatever form of nationality, name, whatever the fuck you think you and who you think you are. At the end of the day, it's going to break down to who you are as that individual. That's what it comes down to. Always. And I think people get caught up into so much shit that don't matter. Like, it don't matter. I don't care that you know what I'm saying? And people get mad at me all the time because a lot of people say, oh, well, yeah, I'm a more, bro. That still don't change the fact that you still act like a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't change that fact. And a nigga can and a nigga is not bound to any form of color. It's just the ignorant ass person. Any form of nationality, color, race, ethnicity, whatever. That's all it is. So I think people, they fail to miss that type of stuff. Like, man, look, character is everything. And I tell you, I wouldn't finna debate with nobody. I'm not finna go on nobody else's stuff telling somebody they ain't this and they ain't that, they wrong. Listen, I don't have to come over there and try to convince you that you're wrong. I'm not going to. I'm going to get in my lane and stay doing what I'm doing. And this is how you keep doing what you're doing, family. So now you need to focus on time, energy, and labor and your money. Where do you do that consistently? Time plus consistency equals growth. Think about that. So wherever you placing that type of energy at, whatever you doing, that's what's going to bound out of the fruition of. And what I mean by, you can spend your time, energy, and labor and money into things that are not sufficient. Yeah. And if you sit down and actually prioritize where you spend those things at right there, I promise you can change your whole entire life. Because you got to break down everything to the common denominator, which is energy. And energy goes where we apply it. So if you apply energy somewhere consistently, I don't care what it is, it's going to grow. So if you consistently apply stuff in ignorance, then you're going to grow in ignorance in those areas, and you just going to continue to be ignorant. And you're going to grow into more ignorance because you like doing ignorant shit. You feel what I'm saying? So this is the reason why we have to come back and prioritize the life. Prioritize self. And that's why this is how you make the change for what y'all doing. Anybody out here, man, the world is waiting on you to offer, to be an opportunity. I got a lot of things that I need, but I don't want to do it. So if somebody else do it, they're the opportunity that I'm looking for, so I can receive what I want. But if you're going to sit back and not make your move on it, not believe in yourself, and that even goes with this, everything that we talking about, the Constitution and all of this type of stuff. Yes, you have to know who you are in this. You know what I'm saying? And then even when you do this stuff, man, like, you can't just be the big bad wolf, because you got to have character. You can know the law and everything, but that don't mean that you finna get out the car, jump, hoop, and holler, all this type of stuff, and think you gonna handle these people. They put a couple bullets in your ass, and then now ain't nobody in your family knowing no law. They ain't understanding what just happened. They just look like you was a threat to society, so they laid your ass down. You see what I'm saying? Like, when all you had to do was, okay, be smarter, man. Whatever they gonna do, they gonna do it. Go home. Make it home to your family. Why argue? Get out the damn car. So what? All of it's a violation anyway that you get to make a tort claim on. Why waste your damn time letting these people cause serious harm to you? They've already infringed upon your rights. That's the biggest harm that they could ever cause to you before bodily harm. This is what I'm trying to get y'all to understand. All this stuff I be watching on there, and people think because they get this type of whatever, they big, they bad, they get to say this. No, bro. It don't work that way. Character still matters. I don't care. Do you think that these other people took their profession and then somebody like yourself just pop up and you just know more than them? Bro, don't nobody play that in no area I know of my life. People do not like to be showed up to where you think you Mr. Know-It-All type shit. I don't care what it's in. I don't know anywhere anybody like that. And usually somebody gonna take real offense to that, and they're gonna show you better than they can tell you, like, hey, you need to get in line, because you ain't finna upshow, you're not finna do me like that. You see what I'm saying? And it shouldn't cause you some type of harm. The thing about it is the one who is at peace within is always in control. That means that's the reason why we say LIP here, which means to live in peace internally through all situations, right? That way we always in control, no matter what. right? You have to be in peace. You have to have that peace state of mind to in order for you to see, in order for you to observe, right? It's very important that you understand that part. So all this goes along with it. Just because you learning this stuff, just like don't be trying to make certain threats with these people. Some of these people are real murderous, criminal people that hold in seats in offices. Some of them are in these pedophile rings, kidnapping children and stuff and women. Like, okay, so what makes you think these real gangsters y'all be dealing with? Organized gangsters. And here you are finna put yourself in a position to where you ain't even gonna get to make it home. And God is greater, but don't let God make you have to be an example in order to uplift others, all because you wanted to be stupid. Take your ass home. Seriously. Don't do nothing crazy. And I say that, with everything, because I understand. And I know shit get frustrating, man, but I promise you, when you the one in control, it ain't nothing they can do. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can tell them the same thing. Anything you say or do can and will be used against you in a court of law. Because I'm gonna sue the shit out your ass. And it could become criminal if you do something worse enough to where it's a treasonous act and it's a war against the people. We on your head. Right? That's the difference. But we got so much power as people, like, y'all don't understand that. Do you not know, watching all of these videos and stuff, of watching them violate the Constitution, that we are all witnesses to a fact that matter, to where we as the people could do a huge ass petition of a quo warranto of certain departments, certain individuals. Yeah, we got that type of power. Y'all know that, right? Do y'all even know that? Let me see. Let me see, man. Let me check y'all vibe. Y'all ain't been doing that. Let me check y'all vibe. Do y'all know that? That's what I want to know. Do y'all know that? What I'm saying is, y'all sit here and y'all watch these people with badges on who are public servants to you. So if they cause a harm to people and we watch them do it, that violates the public trust. See, we as people are one. We're not individuals. If they hurt one and violate him, that's why it's always the people versus such and such, because you're dealing with the public trust of the people when it comes down. And what is the public trust? It's the Constitution. If it's violated at any given time, we the people have the right to step in and interfere. Real talk. So we sitting up here watching all these constitutional violations by all these different type of damn officers and stuff like that, right? You know what I'm saying? So we could really look at a situation and be like, oh, okay, I want to know more about that. I need to do what they call it, what is called the freedom, the FOIA. What is called? Y'all know what I'm talking about. FOIA. What do they call it? I can't think of it right now. Freedom of Information. Excuse me. Freedom of Information Act. So I got the right to see. I want to know the rest about that. Let me order them cameras. I mean, let me get this particular view at this particular time when this particular situation happened from this officer. See, he working for the public. I got a right to see that. I got a right to call up on that. And we get to watch. And see, what's crazy to me is like we sit here and we let them put out all the shit that's so funny on here to them. Yeah, we know they edit them, but that don't mean we can't do something about it though. See, this thing is you can't edit God. You can't edit truth. That's tampering with evidence anyway. So, but my point of me saying what I'm saying is, again, we sit here and we watch it. And it's like we can do something. Everybody, Does that not violate the public trust? See, everybody already saying it, right? No, what we say, man. See, that's why I don't trust their ass. I don't trust the police. So the public trust been broken. If you ask the normal rate of people around the United States of America, their faith within the public trust, right? Bro, I promise you, every last one of them gonna say, we don't trust them. It'll probably be about a good 5%, 10% that might say they do. And when the ones that was hollering out Blue Lives Matter over black, which is the most stupidest. All of it was dumb. Black, blue, white, yellow, stupid. You don't deserve no right if you can't stand up and understand the Constitution. I keep saying those who uphold the law, those only ones that deserve justice is those who are willing to carry the law. If you're not willing to carry and uphold the law, then justice is not to be for you at all. None whatsoever. You will never receive it. You will only march in the streets and scream, no justice, no peace. But at the same time, you ain't got the fight in you to last for that either. You'll all be ending up in jail for it's over with, and it ain't nothing you can do. They'll be glad to create some more private prisons to put y'all in because you don't understand the law. I'm just trying to let y'all know the power is in the people. And once the people actually learn the law and we hold them accountable, that's why I like everybody. When the last time you voted, man? The last time I voted, and I voted off of emotions, and that was in 2000, back in 2012 when we put Obama in. Pure emotions. Or was it 2000? When we put Obama in? 2008? Was it 2008? He going 8? No, it was 4, 12. He did 12. Yeah. He did from 2008 to 2006. Was it 2016? Right. Yeah, that's right. I didn't vote the first time. It was the second time because he ran 2 terms. But my point in me saying that is it was just all because he looked like me, so I voted. And that was the worst. But I had to understand something right then and there. Like, it don't matter who I vote for if I don't understand how to hold these people accountable for doing something they're not supposed to be doing. Then I realized it don't even matter about voting. Because now I just need to make sure that I can hold any individual that gets in that seat. I can hold you accountable according to the law and the oath that you took. And now that I know how to make that oath come forth, because you got to understand that I understand now the court knows you when you come in. The court knows the people. But if the people don't move according to how the people should move, then the court has the right to see you as the ward as a legal fiction. Because you're not moving according to equity like the people would move. Because the people deserve that equity coming from the Constitution, where all rights and benefits are protected. Let me show you, bro. You asking, can you do something? You ain't really got to do all that. I'm gonna show you this. I'm gonna show you this just a second. Hey, hold on right quick. All right. I almost got y'all. Hold on. I'm finna take y'all to the Alabama codes here. Get y'all pulled up. All right, so check this out. So you can see. We come down to the codes, to the codes. Listen. So if you want to go after them, You have to follow. Remember, remedy is if remedy is given to you by statutory law, you have to take it. Otherwise, we have to seek it in equity. So right now, let's see if there is a civil action. Notice it says actions. So these are all the actions, calls of actions that you can take. So we want actions on official bonds. Here we go. So right of agreed person to commence action. So this is how we do an action. So for any breach of an official bond or undertaking of an officer of the state, executor, administrator, or guardian, or of any bond or undertaking given in an official capacity to the state or any officer thereof, the person agreed may commence an action in his own name, assigning the appropriate breach. So this is what you do. Yep. This would be what you do. And that is how you would bring it forward. And you have to look for it in your own state, but it's there. So what is actions for statutory penalties? That's in there. False imprisonment. So if you've been, false imprisonment, it's all in Alabama. So you can do it. Use this to do it. All right. So all the actions are there. All the actions, class actions. I got quite a few of them. And then also they have to give you remedies, equitable remedies, as you guys would say, according to statutory as well. So that's the reason why you got settlement of controversies, attachment, trial right of property, creditors' actions, declaratory judgments, to detain you, ejectment, forcible entry and unlawful detainer, garnishment, injunctions, intemperance and inebriates as well, quiet title and determination of claims to land, quote were told, receivers, remedial writs, so on, right? All of these. Statutory summary proceedings involving officials, invalidation of county, city, etc. Obligations. Interesting. Right to file petition to determine validity of obligations. Don't hurt but to do a little looking. When any unit desiring to issue an obligation shall hold an election for the purpose in accordance with the provisions of the Constitution or the laws of this state controlling and regulating such election. In returns of such election shall show prima facie evidence that the election is in favor of the issuance of the such obligations. Okay. I know what it's on. So yeah. Again, man, it's just you having to understand how to go in and get your remedy. You have to bring your action in the right place. So if you don't, they can dismiss it for failure to grant and cause an action where relief can be granted. So what I mean by that is, okay, you can't go and do, let's see, that's adverse possession. I was looking for malicious prosecution. Is it in here? I don't know, but I'll find it if it is. But anyway, my point is the difference between false imprisonment and malicious prosecution. There is a huge difference. So you can't bring it under one instead of the other. So false imprisonment here, let's see what it says. Consistent unlawful detention of a person of another for any length of time whereby he is deprived of his personal liberty. So that's the definition of it. But so that means we could actually just do a tort claim up on that particular situation as well. So if it came down to it, you could do it from that perspective. Like I said, there's others in here though that you can use and do. But that's just to give you an idea though. Then of course you got miscellaneous procedures as well. So they got a little bit of everything in here. Whatever you're looking for. If you want to understand the process for general provisions, this is time for execution and return. If you got any adjoining of the county or any part of the state, execution of the coroner or special coroner, commencement of action on Sunday. Now, I learned that the coroner is pretty powerful. They actually got some power to do a lot of stuff. that I didn't know they had. So, which we'll talk about that on another day. But they do have a lot of power. All right. So, I mean, like, like I said, I just really wanted to show you guys like the Constitution, and then all of these have to follow into the Constitution. So they have to stick to the same remedies, right? At all times. At all times. So just want you guys to know that. Catch up on that. So I hope that answers that for you, good brother, because that is what it is. That would be what it is. All right, on that particular thing, that's exactly what it is. So, anybody got any questions or want to say something at this time? Please let us know. Aaron, brother Brockett, don't forget to what I asked you to do. So that you can make sure that you get in class with us, man. We need you there. Want to make sure that you get there in there with us. And we got one more giveaway we're going to do again tomorrow as well. So we're going to catch y'all on it, man. So make sure y'all be there with us if you can. Work sessions always, Mondays, Wednesday, 11 a.m. Central Time on Mondays, Wednesdays, 6 p.m. Central Time, and it's free. So get in there with us, yo. But I appreciate the build up for the nights. I got to do some more things. I've been working. Like, for real. Been working. We been working. So right now, all of these documents is what y'all gonna be getting as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Well, 12, 13. So y'all got about 13 documents right now. Plus some more other stuff that I'm gonna add in there. So it'll be about 20 something plus documents that you all are going to receive from me in this particular setting. So hope y'all ready. It's a lot of information. As I told y'all, I guess I overdo it. Some people always say, well, I give too much, but hey, I don't think I give enough, so I just keep giving. That is my gift, to keep giving. So, but that's it though, man. I'm gonna go in and log it out, man. So y'all make sure though, if you want to be a part of that with us, then make sure you get in there. Get in the class with us, right? Screenshot it. Do what it takes to get in. Can you talk about a little bit of class on Saturday, please, of what all you will cover? Man, we're covering a lot. It's a lot, for real. A lot of stuff about what we talked about today. Basically the same basic stuff, because to me, it's like, it's the same to me. I've been dealing with this stuff for a long time. So whether it's mortgage, whether it's foreclosure, whether it's you want to make you want to get a car or house, how to properly sign your documents, you're dealing with the IRS, need to know how to file your taxes or save taxation. Like, we covering it all. Like, just the base foundation of our whole entire life is what we're going to do. We're covering the right to travel, how to easily handle that type of stuff with a better way now, and just, like, whatever you guys' situation is going to pretty much all be covered into this, right? Because I'm going to show you human capital. So the first thing you're going to learn to do, if you have already done this, you don't got to worry about it. But for the newbies, then all of them going to have to learn how to convey their birth certificate and everything like that into the trust, make their claim as the over the certificated security, all right, for the registered owner. They got to do all of that, and then they got to convey their name, all of that stuff too. Nah, it's not too late. You better hurry up. better do it now. But otherwise, you ain't gonna be able to get in because for real, deadline kind of been up. But what we doing is we still letting you get the live stream on the replay at the live stream place for the replay and templates as well. And then we're doing a Q&A next week. So if you don't get to be in the class live, then you will still be able to ask your questions and be there live on the Q&A. So just so y'all know what we doing. So just want to put that out there. But yeah, we covering a lot, man. I'm really pouring in a whole lot into this. So hope to see you guys there.